Careful, you might cut yourself on all that edge. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 video game edgelords.
I've thought of a wonderful present for you. Shall I give you despair?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be honouring those characters who are much too cool for school. The dark clothing, the sunglasses, the refusal to associate with others while obviously associating with others. Get the burn cream ready, because it's about to get hot.
Dark Pit. You just dropped in to crash my party?
Uh-huh. Number 10, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider series. This doesn't apply too much to the freshly rebooted, surviving the hand she's been dealt Lara Croft, but old school Lara Croft, with her double pistols and cool kid shades, edge lord. But we don't mean that as a negative. Seeing a female protagonist in a video game who didn't need to be rescued was practically unheard of back in the day, and Lara doubled down by going on death-defying adventures simply because she felt like it. She wasn't in it for the money, she was in it for the rush, for the excitement, and because it was so damn cool. Oh, and saving the world, of course.
It's hard to say exactly, but you seem to be doing fine.
Well, great.
Number 9, Bomberman. Bomberman Act 0. There comes a time in a character's life where they feel the need to update their image in order to get with the times. And you know what? Sometimes you gotta abandon that cutesy persona in favour of something more grown up. For Bomberman, 2006 was that moment, and it was laughably horrendous. We get the impression that a room full of executives googled the word edgy to come up with this cliche, post-apocalyptic makeover for what used to be an adorable mascot character. Seriously, did Bomberman's wife and kid die too? Does he walk away from explosions? At least they took the hint in 2017.
What am I gonna do with these guys?
Don't worry, big bro. I know exactly how you feel.
Number 8, Sephiroth, Final Fantasy VII.
What I want, Cloud, is to sail the darkness of the cosmos with this planet as my vessel.
If looks could kill, we'd all be dead as soon as we caught wind of that long silver hair. The constant bane of Cloud Strife's existence, and the reason why we cry during Aerith's song, Sephiroth is one of the most memorable villains in Final Fantasy history. He's also one of those guys who goes overboard with symbolism, every appearance more overdramatic than the last. Listen, Sephiroth, just because you have a choir chanting about one-winged angels doesn't mean you have to show up with, one wing. It probably doesn't help that Cloud is an angst muffin, so their duels tend to get a bit heavy.
I will never be a memory.
Number 7, Riku, Kingdom Hearts series.
I'll find you, Sora.
Riku is the guy who quietly hopes that no one sees his old yearbook photos. Hearts drenched in darkness, betrayed by his friends, wearing a blindfold and an all-black jacket as he seeks redemption. Yep, we get a little bit of whiplash when we look at the character that Riku has become. He's definitely grown throughout the franchise, but once upon a time he was that kid extending his hand from the shadows with jagged silver hair and misguided ambitions. He does make up for his actions, which leads to a bout of internal conflict and suffering, but luckily his friends continue to believe in him. Whee!
Oh, never mind. You okay? Feeling alright?
Number 6, Albert Wesker, Resident Evil series.
I expected more of a challenge after all this time, Chris. How disappointing.
Let's be honest, the first time we meet Wesker, he's not exactly the most intimidating traitor out there, but throughout the franchise, he's gotten a full-blown edgy upgrade. Gone are the whiny demands for Chris to pay attention to him, replaced with, especially whiny demands for Chris to pay attention to him. Matrix jacket? Check. Cartoon villain laugh? Check. Sunglasses indoors? Check. And mate. Now with supernatural abilities where he teleports around the room and puts you in a chokehold because walking is for suckers. You know you've reached peak Edge status when you decide to have your final battle inside a volcano. Number 5, Dante, DMC Devil May Cry.
Who the hell are you?
Sometimes you look at a character and you know without a shadow of a doubt that they flip off authority figures, smoke behind the bleachers, and spray graffiti on the walls. Much like Bomberman, this was not the reimagining fans were expecting, especially when the Dante they'd come to know was an over-the-top badass full of cheesy, endearing sort of charm. We got some of that far-out pizza flying through the air charm, and we definitely got the fast-paced action. But overall, DMC's Dante came off as a moody edgelord, the kind your parents try and keep you away from. And so they should. Number 4, Adam Jensen, Deus Ex series. We don't want to assume that he's a stoic loner based on looks alone, but yeah, he's a stoic loner, isn't he? They say not to judge a book by its cover, but with Deus Ex, you know exactly what you're in for as soon as you grab the box. Cool dude dressed in all black, equipped with sunglasses, a gun, and a futuristic cityscape behind him? Yeah, that's a decent amount of edge. But Adam Jensen turned up all the notches in 2011. Black clothes, sunglasses, shattered bits of glass with intense game titles, and a tragic backstory. That, dear Mojoholics, is the very definition of edge.
It hasn't been that long, Cindy. I may not look the same, but my memory's pretty intact.
Oh, I didn't mean... I mean, of course, your memory's fine, sir. It's just that...
Number 3, Reaper, Overwatch.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Time to kill.
His name is Reaper. Need we say more? He's got Hellfire shotguns and can step between shadows. What, you still need more? He walks around with a hood over his head and a skull mask. His past is shrouded in mystery. He's known for being so treacherous on the battlefield that it'd be easier if he killed you instead of leaving you to survive the carnage and the eventual nightmares you're haunted with. He can drain your health. He has a wraith form where he can pass through his adversaries. We're not saying he's the edgiest angel of death, but if the shotgun fits, fire it.
Yes.
Number 2, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog series.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald!
Oh, you knew this one was coming. Shadow is the very definition of trying way too hard to be cool, and honestly, you can't help but love him. Serving as a rival hedgehog to the fastest thing alive, he is the polar opposite of the Blue Blair. He's not gonna make way past cool quips and eat chili dogs. No, none of that. He's gonna stand in the corner with his arms crossed, brooding as he goes through an existential crisis where he wonders who he really is. Fortunately, he's got grunge rock, a motorcycle, and a machine gun to see him through.
I am the ultimate hedgehog. This is who I am.
Before we get to our number 1 pick, let's sharpen the edge for these honorable mentions.
Can't let you do that, Starfox. Andros has ordered us to take you down.
Number 1, the Antagonist, Hatred.
It's time for me to kill. And it's time for me to die.
You know when you hear someone talking about how video games are a bad influence? Hello and welcome to Hatred.
I just hate this world and these human worms feasting on its carcass.
The cover alone is enough to ward off, well, everyone. But if you can get past the long-haired Angst-Lord, you find out that his name is...
My name is not important.
Oh, okay, his name isn't important. He's just a man who hates humanity because... reasons? To him, the world is so awful that the only solution is to kill everything, himself included. We're fairly certain that when people mock edgelords, this is the exact character they have in mind. That's probably why he wants to kill us all, huh? Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.